Teaching female athletes jumping and landing mechanics starts with ensuring that they understand the movement pattern of the hip hinge, or also known as athletic stance. So with our young ones, 6th and 7th graders, I like to start them in this position where their hips are piked back and their hips are higher than their knees. So they're not down in a squat, but they're in this athletic stance with a soft knee bend and the hips back. And they're not collapsing over, they're keeping their chest up so they can direct their movement either forward, sideways, or backward and change direction quickly. So once they nail that down, then the sky is the limit, and we can start to work on pumping the brakes and then creating some force. So as far as pumping the brakes, I just have them do the snap down. So they'll just do quick, drop down into athletic stance as fast as they can. And then we'll eventually progress that to dropping down on a single leg into a low lunge, just to make sure that they have the flexibility in their hips. And we'll do the reps very low, especially with this one. We'll keep it to like 3 or 4 each side for 1 to 2 sets. Now, once they have that all down, we can start to create some force and get some air. So going vertically, I'll have them snap down and then do a mini jump and stick so that they're able to control their landing instead of just going for height right off the bat. And then eventually we'll progress that, okay, a little bit higher, okay, a little bit higher, and then the ultimate progression, I just cue them to reach for the ceiling, reach for the sky, and stick that landing with confidence in that athletic stance position. Now eventually we can go horizontal, so we'll do the same concept with broad jumps. We'll start with a mini jump and then eventually go further and further and then try and measure for distance. So I just like to start here. Okay, so they're still not getting much air off the ground and they're not going too far forward. So just gauge where your female athletes are, and if their landings look great, then just incrementally start to progress their jumps and their landings. And then the ultimate progression would be moving to single leg, so doing a snap down here, single leg, and then double leg, or we can do double leg start, single leg landing. So again, they have to get comfortable in this athletic position in order to pump the brakes and absorb that force. Now, some female athletes might be stronger at this age than others, so they might be progressing in this a lot quicker. So again, that comes down to you just watching how they move as a coach and adjusting your jumping and landing progressions accordingly.